Hi everyone, today I'm going to explain Kylie, Travis, YungSweetRo's love triangle, and it's going to go deep. So Kylie met Travis long before they started dating each other. When they first met, it seemed, Travis was a quiet person, and Kylie actually thought, that he didn't really like her, so they didn't really speak to each other. At that time, Kylie had her eyes on Tyga. Tyga and Kylie were flirting a lot, and then, Tyga and Kylie's relationship got stronger. And that's when, Tyga left his baby mama, Black China, for Kylie. And Kylie and Tyga were a couple together. But Tyga was like, Tyga felt like Kylie was overshadowing his talent and everything he has worked for in his career, So he broke up with Kylie. But Kylie wasn't over Tyga. She wanted to go back to Tyga. So she came up with a plan. She thought, she's gonna go to Coachella and she's gonna flirt with somebody, and that's gonna make Tyga jealous, and they're gonna and he's gonna come back to her. That's exactly what she thought. Well, that's not what happened. So Kylie went to Coachella, and she was seen holding hands with Travis Scott, and Travis Scott was giving her attention because Travis Scott found her attractive, and Kylie Jenner wanted that, Kylie Jenner thought damn, this guy is giving me so much attention, So when Kylie met Travis Scott at that particular time, he was a completely different Travis Scott. This Travis Scott was he had made it to Hollywood. He had very humble upbringing, he went to college, he left college, he saw his career path is going to be music, he struggles, financially. But somehow in 2015 he dropped this album called Rodeo, and it was on US Billboard 200. It was a third. So Travis Scott had rose in the midst of adversities, and he had climbed the ranks, and he was this up and coming rapper. If you can see in this room, there's Travis Scott there. He is with J-Lo and he is with Kanye West. So yeah, that's exactly what success felt like for him, I guess at that time. And if you see Travis Scott, he was a very, very lively person. Completely different Travis Scott than what we are used to today. Many people had no clue that Travis Scott was a hardworking, talented musician. We all know Travis Scott as Kylie's boyfriend, So at this time, Travis Scott was going places, the world was his oyster. So for Kylie, she was into rap at that time, and she was listening to his music, and now she's holding his hand at Coachella, For Travis, Kylie was very attractive, At that time, she was he knew she was from the Kardashian clan, and at that time, she was dipping her toes in lip kits, selling makeup, So, and she was a very good-looking girl, and she was popular, and he was very attracted to her. So that's how the attraction really began, But Travis Scott at the time, he was on a tour, and he was going to a different place, and he was okay, fine, it was nice seeing you, bye Kylie. And Kylie was no, hold on, wait, I'm coming with you, right? On the tour. So Kylie wanted to go on tour with Travis Scott. It was fast, for Kylie Jenner to actually go on a tour with Travis Scott. But let me just explain. So at this time, Kylie Jenner had broken up with Tyga. Also around this time, her relationship with her mother, Kris Jenner, was kind of strained. And she really felt her mom was making her do things. So she felt like she had to do this. She had to click a photograph, She really felt constrained with this relationship with her mother. Plus, she also, the sad thing is, she really felt her mom only cared about her because business line. Yes, it was Kris Jenner who envisioned Kylie's lip kits. It wasn't Kylie Jenner. Kylie just posed. Kylie just was, too busy meeting the void, that her mom, the fact that her mom only cared about the business thing, and the cast of Kardashians were just interested in, being in keeping up with Kardashians and nothing else, So she really felt lonely, and that's when she came close to Jordan Woods. So of course at Coachella, Kylie Jenner didn't want her to go back to, the void, Kris Jenner wasn't giving her attention, keeping up with Kardashian clan, were doing their own thing. Tyga had broken up with her. So she didn't really wanted to go back to I guess, the void, the sadness, So she was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with Travis Scott, on this tour. This guy gives me attention. He likes me. I like him too. So they both went on this tour, and that's when Kylie Jenner experienced real freedom. She says, I was just roaming the streets, and she didn't have to deal with Tyga's pain of heartbreak, and people weren't there looking at her, she was just walking the streets in Cleveland freely, I think that's what she felt with Travis Scott. Also, when two lovers like go away, they kind of feel very, very close to each other. It's like, he doesn't have anybody, I don't have anybody, so we're gonna be together, It's like you feel vulnerable, but at the same time you feel connected to the person you're with, because you have nobody. You have to rely on this person, you have to depend on this person. And that's what Kylie Jenner associates Travis Scott with. So late April, early May, Kylie Jenner conceived. So at this time, Travis Scott was during the honeymoon phase. Obviously, he wanted to have a baby with her. At this time, for Kylie Jenner, Jordyn Woods and Travis Scott were her whole world. Travis Scott loved Kylie Jenner and their baby, Stormy. But the cheating rumors started. So they broke up and they got back together. They had a baby son now. So now again in 2022, the cheating rumors started again, This mistress, YungSweetRo, she came with receipts. So this mistress, YungSweetRo, is a big threat to Kylie Jenner. Do you know why she's so heated about this mistress? It's because she knows the mistress holds all the power. Where did we hear about this power dynamic? Jeez, where? Oh, it's the Tyga, Kylie, and Blac Chyna love triangle. So Tyga left Blac Chyna, his baby mama, to be with Kylie Jenner, So Kylie knows the power of the other woman all too well. And she doesn't want she doesn't want the history to repeat, At that time, Blac Chyna's family got broken up because of Kylie Jenner, And Kylie is scared that it's going to happen to her as well. So Kylie Jenner is going to fight back because she knows this power dynamic all too well. So Kylie has this anxiety around love, She has this strong fear of abandonment. Remember, that's the reason why she went with Travis Scott from Coachella to his tour without knowing him that well. So it looks like this relationship means more to Kylie Jenner than Travis Scott. In Kylie Jenner's head, that's exactly what she is thinking. So why does Travis Scott keeps going back for more to this one girl, Regine Carr? Kylie is attractive. Kylie makes great sandwiches. She has everything, Why would Travis Scott cheat on her? Watch this. Ugh. Oh, I feel so awful watching that. Oh my god. If videos could kill, I'll end up in ICU watching it. I just can't. She's like, I'm a billionaire, I have everything. I want to scream to the screen and I want to say, Kylie loves you, Travis. She sees you as her heaven, the same way you see YungSweetRo as your heaven. Ugh, it's so cringe. He wants to feel what Kylie Jenner is feeling at that time. He wants to be that rapper who made it to Hollywood, from all the hardships, But here he's like next to Kylie Jenner, and then he goes in, for a kiss because they're in front of a camera, It's like, you have to do something. When you put YungSweetRo in this equation, she's home to Travis Scott. Remember Tyga broke up with Kylie Jenner because he felt like, Kylie's relationship was overshadowing his talent and his, hard work that he has put into his career? That is exactly what you're seeing on Travis Scott's face in this clip. It's just really sad. So why does he keep going back to the ex? Because he felt claustrophobic in this Kylie Jenner's relationship, you know, and this kiss me in front of a camera arrangement. Kylie Jenner is the mother of his children. She is gonna be in his life for forever, you know? And there's like this ball and chain, like restrictive tone to it, you know. This is something that he doesn't like. She's gonna be in his life whether he likes it or not. He can't just leave, you know. So he feels very entrapped with this Kylie Jenner's relationship, you know. No doubt he's a good father and he's like a good boyfriend, I presume, you know. He's very altruistic. When you put him via a family pose in front of a camera, he feels like he has to do that, you know. He has to click a picture in front of a camera and appear a certain way, you know. That's why he finds it very constricting, you know. Clearly he doesn't like the position he has ended up in, right? So he is going to rebel without meaning to hurt anybody. I'll explain, okay? Imagine if your boyfriend tells you, you know, you have to wash this car, you know, you have to wash this car within half an hour's time. How would you feel about it? Do you not feel like you want to rebel against him? Well, that's exactly what he is feeling in this arrangement, you know. And it's sad to see him suffer like this. If Kylie Jenner's relationship feels like ball and chain to Travis Scott, Regine is freedom, you know, pure love, physical intimacy without obligation. So that's why he feels very strongly for Regine. Also, Regine Carr knew him since 2013. You know, he has a history with her. She saw an up-and-coming rapper who made it to Hollywood. This is what she sees in Travis Scott, and Travis Scott absolutely loves it. She saw him before he was Kylie's Travis Scott, you know, and that is like a huge component of this attraction with this YungSweetRo. That's why he keeps on going back for more with Regine Carr. Kylie needs Travis Scott. Regine doesn't. Travis desires Regine. With one, he feels like a caged bird. With the other, he feels like flying free in the sky, you know. If one is like obligation, the other one is freedom. Now, I'm not taking these two women and pitting them against each other, you know. That's not the point of this video, you know. But one thing I'm going to say is they both have one thing in common. That is, they both like validation, you know. Whatever they do, they love validation. These girls are motivated by the attention that they get from other people, you know. That's why there is Travis Scott in this dynamic, because he validates them. Think about it, you guys. Do you guys think, you know, lying on the operating table, you know, while somebody is cutting you open to make you beautiful, is that beauty to you guys? You know, most of the times when you speak to surgeons, they often say that surgery is like the last resort. You know, after they've tried all the treatments, only then they see, oh, okay, surgery is gonna solve their issue. You know, that's the whole point of a surgery. So these girls, they have like everything when it comes to body, you know. Boobs, check. Butt, check. Other procedures, check. And yet for Travis Scott, what's between his ears dictates the decision that he makes. Isn't that crazy? So for Travis, when he was growing up, he had to do a lot of caretaking, you know. He had a brother. He grew up around his older brother who was a mute. He had autism, you know. And Travis Scott's mother couldn't walk. And funny, he has settled in this type of a dynamic because it was familiar to him. As a child, if love comes with caretaking, he sees love as, he grows up and he sees love as confining and restrictive, you know, with obligation. I think when he was growing up, I'm sure his family must have seen him as hope, you know, a son who would take us out of this, you know, miserable situation. So for him, love comes with the sense of burden. Travis Scott grows up, he has a family, and this is the same, you know, restrictive, confining situation he finds him in, you know. Travis Scott, you know, when it comes to love, he sees love as like responsibility and obligation, you know. He doesn't know the type of love that is like non-restrictive and this is what exactly Kylie's relationship makes him feel. I'm sure he loves Kylie, he loves his children, but this is like burdened and heavy love that he feels for them, you know. It's not like free, non-restrictive love. So for Travis, Regine brings back the college boy that she met, the boy who got ahead because of his musical talent, you know. She brings back the lost self of Travis Scott, and this is what he revels in, you know. That's why he finds Regine Carr very, very addictive. So their relationship is like he's fighting for his independence, Kylie is fighting for closeness. Travis feels trapped by this closeness, and therefore he feels the need to run to other women to regain his independence. You know, it's like a cycle with them. How can they solve this relationship issue? If Travis can, you know, put aside all his doubts and, you know, release his album or whatever he wants to do with music, you know, and make a name for himself without, you know, Kylie budging in, that would make him very independent, you know, and that's exactly what he is fighting for at the time. And for Kylie, I would actually suggest Kylie to go on a road trip when nobody knows her, you know, without Travis Scott, by the way, so that she could know who she is. Part of Kylie that he brought out when he took her to Cleveland, you know, she did not have any she wasn't like, you know, this cosmetic Kylie, the cosmetic mogul. She was Kylie, you know. She was a nobody when she was walking on this Cleveland streets, you know. She had no label. She really loved that part of herself, you know. That's why she's so hooked to Travis, you know. For them to save this relationship, I would actually suggest, you know, to find their heaven separately and then come together only because they love each other. They have to meet their own needs at this point, you know. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Comment below if you guys are interested.